This is the first department show I've ever been in, so it's huge for me, but it's also huge for the department as a whole because we've never done Antony and Cleopatra. Well, Cleopatra was a genius. She was an absolute military genius. She knew what was going on. She was very learned. I really am looking to highlight her intelligence and her careful deceptions of the other characters in the play. Antony and Cleopatra, when they first met, Cleopatra was coming to him, and she was in this huge, beautiful boat. She says to him, "I want you to be my dinner guest." So he comes to her for dinner, and they end up just having this superbly passionate relationship where he's still married in Rome to his wife Fulvia. And Roman culture is very different from Egyptian culture in the sense that the Romans are very duty-bound. You're cold, you're calculating, you do what you need to do, you take care of your own, stuff like that. But in Egypt, it's filled with passion, and there's a sort of magic there. And Antony gets swept up in that, and he starts to be less Roman. And this is a huge problem because he's a Roman soldier, and it ends up being his great downfall that he's fallen so in love with not only Cleopatra, but with the country and with the way that they live. It ends up being both of their downfalls because she falls so in love with him. The moment that he dies in the play, she decides to kill herself. And it's just so tragic and so passionate. I really love the way that Hofstra fully embraces Shakespeare and celebrates him once a year during the Shakespeare Festival. In my freshman year, I saw War of the Roses, which was directed by Royston Coppinger, and it was incredible, and it blew me away, and all I could think was I want to do this. And just Shakespeare just opened my mind to a totally different way of performing, and it's just such an honor to be able to be a part of such a rich tradition. We are doing period costumes, so we're having everything Egyptian and Roman and like of the time, so there's a lot of research involved for the costumers. I personally have been working very close with the costume designer and the costume people because I have so many costumes. I have 7 costumes, and I think I'm going to have 7 headpieces, like wigs and stuff like that. Just seeing the hard work and dedication that they put into every minute detail of what they're doing, it just really encourages us to put on the best show that we can. The drama department is everything that I've ever wanted. It's perfect. Everyone is just so sweet, and you spend so much time with these people, they become like your family. We're all so passionate about what we're doing that you just end up loving everybody because you know that they're working towards the same goals that you are, and it's really nice to be surrounded by people who have the same interests as you in that way. After Hofstra, my plan as of right now is to move into Manhattan, hit the ground running, do a lot of auditions. I'm going to focus more on contemporary material, but I really want to do summer Shakespeare festivals and stuff because there's a lot to do there, and I'm finding out that I really, really love it. I'm very stage-oriented. I'm not really interested in doing much film work, but we'll see. Things change. But I also kind of want to move to Chicago eventually because I really love the theater scene there. That Antony and Cleopatra is such an interesting play, and the characters of Antony and Cleopatra are so prominent in the story and so complex that it's like watching a movie. It's people talking to each other and having a really intense situation that they need to figure out a way out of, and there is no way out. And I think that it appeals to everybody.